Inverse of a function. The definition of inverse of a function: let f from x to y be a bijection. F from x to y be a bijection. Bijection means we know that one and onto function. Okay, so then the function g from y to x, f from x to y and g from y to x. So we take f is the function, is bijection function, not only function, it's a bijection function, and g is a function from y to x defined by g of y equal to x. G is the function from y to x. F is the function from x to y. G is the function from y to x. Is defined by g of y equal to x. G of y equal to x if f of x equal to y. Is a inverse function. Is a inverse function. It's called inverse of f and is denoted by f inverse, and it's denoted by f inverse. This is the definition of inverse function. I repeat, definition of inverse. So let f is a function, f is a function from x to y be a bijection. It means it's one and onto function. The function g from y to x, the function g from y to x is defined by g of x, g of y equal to x. G of y equal to x if f of x equal to y is called inverse of f. Inverse of f and is denoted by f inverse, and is denoted by f inverse. This is the definition of inverse function. Okay, next invertible. Next definition of invertible. Okay, so a function f from x to y, a function f from x to y is called invertible. There exists a function g from y to x such that g composite f equal to ix means identity function of x, and f composite g value is identity function of y, where ix and iy are identity functions on x and y respectively. So in this case g is called inverse of f, and g is denoted by f inverse. G denoted by f inverse. So f for f inverse exists, then f is called invertible. Okay, is said to be a invertible. If f inverse exists, then f is called invertible. This is the definition of invertible, not inverse. This is the definition of inverse. Let f from x to y and g from y to x, then g of y equal to x if f of x equal to y is called inverse of f and is denoted by f inverse, and is denoted by f inverse. And next invertible definition: f from x to y is said to be invertible if there exists a function g from y to z, g from y to x such that f composite g and g composite f are identity function. If g composite f equal to ix means identity function of x, f composite g equal to iy means identity function of y. The given ix and iy are identity functions on x and y respectively. G is called, in this case g is called inverse of f, and g is denoted by f inverse. So this is the definition of invertible. Next we are going to see how to find out the inverse of the function. How to find out the inverse of the function. There is 4 methods to find the inverse of the function. Okay, this is called working rule to find inverse of the functions from R to R. This is the working rule. So there is a 4 step is there. So we'll see that. Let f from R to R be the given function. Let f from R to R be the given function. Write y equal to f of x. So first step, write y equal to f of x. Next, write x in terms of y. they given y in terms of x. Next we convert this function as x, write x in terms of y. Okay, next write f inverse of x, the expression in y. So we replace the x value is f inverse of y, f inverse of y. Next replace y as x, so we replaced y as x. I repeat, there are 4 steps to find the inverse function. First step is to write y equal to f of x, given that y equal to f of x, and next x terms of y. Next we change this one into x terms of y, so f inverse of y. Okay, next in these terms we changed x as to y, so next replace y as x. So this is a way to find that inverse function. Okay, in this video we saw the 3 definitions. First one inverse, second one invertible, and last one to finding the inverse of functions from R to R, from R to R. Okay, example 1.30. It's very important sum. If f from R to R is defined by f of x equal to 2x minus 3, f of x equal to 2x minus 3. Okay, so prove that f is bisection function. So bisection means 1 1 and onto function, 1 1 and onto function. Okay, so next and inverse. So we are going to find out f inverse. Okay, I repeat, example 1.30. If f from R to R is defined by f of x equal to 2x minus 3, prove that f is bisection and find its inverse. Find its inverse. So first we are going to find out it's a bisection or not. Bisection or not means to find 1 1 and onto, and next we are going to find out f inverse also. So this is the example 1.30. Example 1.30 solution. Given that f of x equal to 2x minus 3, we assume that f of x is y equal to 2x minus 3, y value. Okay, so from these we are going to find out x value. So next we transform 3 this side, it becomes plus 3, then the equation becomes y plus 3 equal to 2x. So we need x only, we keep x this side, we transform to that side, it becomes divide, so that the equation becomes y plus 3 by 2. So this is the value of x. Okay, these are the values of x and y given. F of x equal to 2x minus 3, and we assume that y equal to f of x, therefore we replaced f of x value is y. So this is y equal to 2x minus 3. Okay, so from this equation we are going to find out x value. So we transform 3 first this side, it becomes y plus 3 equal to 2x. So next transform 2 also, then it becomes x equal to x y plus 3 by 2, x equal to y plus 3 by 2. Okay, so we know that the two values f of x in question is that they given f of x value 2x minus 3, and g of y, x value is we take as g of y. So we have two functions, f and g functions. Next, how to prove that it's a bisection means or inverse means. So f composite g and g composite f, we are going to find out g composite f of x. We get identity function of x. Next f composite g of y, we get identity function of y, then it's a inverse, it's a bijection function. So next we are going to find out g composite f of x, g composite f of x. So g composite f of x equal to g of f of x. So we know that f of x value is 2x minus 3. We know that f of x value is 2x minus 3. Therefore here I replaced f of x value is 2x minus 3. So 2x minus 3. This is look like g of x value or g of y value. So g of y means y plus 3 by 2. So we assume that this 2x minus 3 value is y. Then the equation becomes 2x minus 3 plus 3 by 2, because the g of x value is y plus 3 by 2. So here we replace y value is 2x minus 3. Then the equation becomes 2x minus 3 plus 3 by 2. So next plus 3 minus 3 will cancel. So next remaining 2x by 2, 2 also cancel. We get x only. So we got g composite f of x equal to x. It's a identity function. It's identity function of x. Next f composite g of y. F composite g of y. It's a f of g. Example 1.30 solution. So given that f of x equal to 2x minus 3, and we assume that f of x equal to y equal to f of x. So here I replaced f of x value is y. Then the equation becomes y equal to 2x minus 3. Y equal to 2x minus 3. Okay, from this we are going to find out x value. So we are going to find out x value. So next I transform 3 this side, it becomes plus. So y plus 3 equal to x. We need x only, so we keep it x here. We transform to this side, then it becomes y plus 3 by 2. Y plus 3 by 2. Therefore g of y is y plus 3 by 2. So already in question itself they given f of x value equal to 2x minus 3 and g of y equal to y plus 3 by 2. Okay, so from the definition of invertible I am going to find out g composite f and f composite g. If g composite f equal to ix and g composite f composite g equal to iy, then g is f and g are inversible, or it's a bijection function each other. So I use that definition. So I am going to find out g composite f first. So g composite f of x equal to g of f of x. So we know that f of x value in question itself they given f of x value is 2x minus 3. 2x minus 3. So I replaced f of x value is 2x minus 3. Next I replaced y value here, y value, this value. So 2x minus 3 plus 3 by 2. 2x minus 3 plus 3 by 2. Plus 3 minus 3 cancel, remaining 2x by 2. 2 cancel, the remaining x. So we got g composite f equal to x. G composite f of x equal to x. X is the identity function of x. Similarly, we are going to find out f composite g of y. F composite g of y, f of g of y. So we know that g of y value is y plus 3 by 2. So next this is like f of x value. So we know that f of x is 2x minus 3. So here I replaced, instead of x I replaced y plus 3 by 2. So then equations 2 will cancel, remaining y plus 3 minus 3 plus 3 minus 3 cancel. So the remaining term is y. So it's a identity of y. Okay, identity function of y. So from these equations 1 and 2, from the equations 1 and 2, f and g are bijection because it satisfies the definition of the inverse. It means g composite f of x equal to ix, g composite f composite g of y equal to iy. So it satisfies the condition, therefore it's a bijection functions of each other, bijection and inverse to each other. So if exist inverse, we know that f is a bijection, then g of y, we already found that the g of y function is y plus 3. So this is f inverse of y function. So f inverse of y equal to y plus 3. Next I replaced by the definition of, to find the way finding the inverse function is, we replace the y value as x, then we replace the y value as x, then the value becomes f inverse of x equal to x plus 3 by 2. F inverse of x equal to x plus 3 by 2. Okay.